If anybody's a part of a witness protection program, let me know now. Yes, I know.
make an attack roll. I'll blur.
We'll blur your face.
Does a 19 hit?
So, as we get started, some of you are native to the streets of Waterdeep. You've grown up on the streets, finding and making your way. Some of you have traveled from great distances and far off lands to seek your fortune, glory, and some adventure. In the morning, while traveling through the massive markets that Waterdeep has, you see items that you dream of one day possessing when you will find your fortune. Magical items, expensive clothing, all of those kind of things. While in the market, though, you hear a man shouting, "Adventurer! We're looking for spellcasters and warriors." The man looks to be about 30 years old. He's a human, clad in almost like a squire-like uniform, which doesn't really make sense for being 30 years old. It has red and green, and although you've seen it, several people handing out flyers, this one seems to catch your interest. And that is the flyer that he is handing out. And he says, "You know what? Show your mettle. You look like a strong young lad or lass, or you can test your strength, and maybe you could join the most infamous band of adventurers in all of Faerun. We are holding a recruiting event at noon. Come try your luck." And moves on to the next person. You continue on through, but you look over the flyer, and your character has decided to check it out. But the question is why they've decided to check it out. So we'll start off kind of in order with the order that we have here on my screen. Chris, why did Corbus decide that he wanted to go and check this out?
Well, Corbus is a member of the Armorers Guild. He makes his armor, tries to sell it, but he wants to make more money, so he has to be able to make better armor. Might as well field test it, kind of like that guy in YouTube videos that would shoot himself to test his bulletproof vest.
So a opportunity to go and find something that will hit him hard enough that he can figure out whether the armor needs a little bit of tweaking.
Yup.
All right. And Bruce, played by Olivia, why did you decide to take up this offer?
Got bored, wanted money. I don't know. That'll be kind of fun.
So a bit of boredom and a bit of a desire for a better life.
And kind of curiosity to see who else was going to be there, just for funzos.
Outstanding. All right. And Alexander Tashinori, why did he choose to respond to, or is interested in checking this out?
It is my destiny. It is my lot in life. It has become clear to me through divine intervention that myself as an adventurer, myself as a paladin, and any who I shall come upon and shall join me in my quest are destined for greatness and glory, and that glory will come to us through great deeds and acts of kindness.
All right.
The complete polar opposite of Luke.
Hell yeah.
And he will only have one face.
For now.
Elise, if you could when you get a chance, modify your name to include your character's name so that it's easy for people to reference and make the connection. And then now I have to look at it. Oh yeah, Freya. Why did Freya decide that she wanted to check out what's going on? And you're with Bruce, is that correct?
Yes. Also, how do I change my name once I'm already in?
Okay.
Oh, I got it. I found it. Okay. I have decided to join because, I'm young. I need money. I have no debt, no cares. I can only go up,
All right.
There's no, yeah.
So as we carry on, as it starts to, you continue on through the market, kind of making your shopping list of when you find your first chest of treasure or payment for deeds received or good wishes that are granted to you because of the way that you have saved the city. You make your way, and it is getting close to noontime. All of you are coming from different directions, but it is fairly easy to identify that there is a tower that is golden in hue, kind of coming up from a rather peculiar location. It's definitely out of place. So you can go ahead and make sure that the tokens that are presented actually can move for you, and let's make sure that things are working. They never seem to be a problem ever. So is everybody able to move a token? You can move it up by the tower, and then I will let you know what is happening from there.
I'm actually still not in Roll20 yet, but my computer is almost done turning on, I hope.
Okay.
Turn on a lot faster if it was new.
Brand new.
Are you gonna buy me one? I feel like
No, he is trying to
like
make
you
it
have
so that I will buy one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
I'm on your side here. Don't.
Yeah.
So you're all approaching from different directions, but this area is not as busy as the marketplaces have been, and it's fairly easy to identify that all of you are now coming upon the same location, kind of for the same purpose, and you're able to start to measure each other up. So we'll go in reverse order this time. Tom, kind of give a description of Dow and what first impressions might be made just when you are seen.
Sure. Dow is a young, beautiful, slender elf with almost like a gold hair on pale skin with bright blue eyes. They have the neat elven sharp features and pointy ears. But he's rather slender and is like carrying armor and a shield and a hammer, and looks like that pretty much occupies all of their ability to carry anything. Dow wears cleric's tabard of Sihanin moonbow, so it has a moon on it with a kind of a half circle background. And Dow is here joining the group because they had correspondence with a fellow astronomer who was a monster hunter, who was sending regular letters to Dow and stopped. Which Dow believes means something terrible has befallen their ally, and so they're going to follow in their ally's footsteps. Was there another question?
Nope. Well, I realized that I didn't get to you being able
Sure.
to answer why you had taken the flyer, so I appreciate you picking up my slack and recognizing that both questions were implied for you to answer succinctly as you did.
Yeah.
No, that's it for right now. And what are the first impressions that we have of Freya as she approaches, other than most people are going to be shocked at the sight of a tiefling? Something that you've recognized for all of your life is that people are somewhat scared of you, and Matt knows this well. So go ahead and unmute.
So yeah, obviously physically very different looking, tinted skin, horns, tail, and definitely look like I might beat you up, or you'll have to plug your nose when I walk by. Don't look like I have great hygiene, pretty much. I'm not constantly having a place to stay, so but I think I would probably hit you if you said anything, So yeah, just really standoffish kind of vibes.
So a bit of a vagabond. People might not be sure if you're coming up to them to ask for a coin or to take a coin.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And and do you have any visible weapons on you at all, or what are you wearing?
So it's like a long trench coat with boots. I do have a short sword and a dagger on me, but it can be visible and it can also not be visible. I like to be able to dictate that.
You like it to be felt and not seen. All right. And Matt, what is the first impression of Alexander that people might first visibly notice?
He's an extremely strikingly good-looking young man, and he's huge. He's 6'3", broad-shouldered, golden, almost sunrod blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a mouth full of teeth that are basically porcelain cathedral doors. It's incredible. But then as he strides through town, once people get past the face and then they start to look at the rest of him, he's wearing almost an amalgamation of what would be considered traditional, like medieval armor, but with samurai scale style plates on it. So he's not dressed for Waterdeep by any means. Strapped across his back is what would only be known in this realm as probably a maul, but it's a large studded club that's across his back. And then to his side is what looks to be, to the average passerby, a very, very nice longsword, but it's curved. He's carrying a katana. And like I said, chest up, shoulders back, and just striding to the tower because he knows that is where destiny is beginning for him.
All right. So a very confident walk from a confident individual that is dressed in an outfit that people don't understand.
Basically.
All right. And Bruce, what is the first visual impression that people have of your character, Olivia?
Okay, so Bruce has he looks like average. He's not bad. He doesn't look bad, but he has a very charming face, a very approachable demeanor. He just has black hair. He just looks like some random guy, basically. He wears clothes that at one point were very new, but he's they're still good, and he's had them for like 10 years, and he's they're still fine. They're basically brand new. And he's got a really kind face. He's incredibly blunt, but everyone finds him very charming. So yeah.
And how old is Bruce?
He's 17.
17. So if he's had the clothes for years.
Okay, listen. 3 years. But he's traveling. He's traveling. So basically 10 years.
They've got some wear. All right. And then any weapons that are visible on Bruce?
He's got a small crossbow not a crossbow, a bow, but on his back, and he keeps his knife hidden. He just has a bag.
So one of the things that's going to be, I don't want you to have to toggle back and forth between advantage and disadvantage. There'll be times that advantage is allowed and times that it'll be disadvantage. So we'll have to follow along with knowing that the first roll is the roll. And then it's nice to have the horror of realizing, oh shit, I would have gotten a 19 had I rolled twice. And then wanting to argue with the DM of trying to plead for a reason why you would have had advantage and then being denied.
We're not all Jenkins.
Can I opt into toggling?
If he can hear me, sorry.
I can look at changing the settings of the game. I will do so. All right.
I'll tell you this. If I roll two dice for every d20 I roll, I will literally go insane.
From watching it,
just the OCD of I have told players probably 5,000 times you don't have advantage.
So we're gonna go ahead and and mark a real world
Sanity point.
decrease in sanity for Tom. All right. And
Look at me, always trying to help already.
Chris, first impressions of Corbus when viewed on first meeting.
Small. He's 3'6" and weighs, what was that? I think it's like 37 pounds. Let's see here. Yeah, I was actually right. God, I guess that 37 pounds. He's fairly young for. I won't say wouldn't be quite middle aged for a gnome yet. Fairly bright colors. He got an overcoat over a vest, which he has over his scale mail, but he likes his vest to be seen, so deal with it. He's got a top hat that has like a compass on the front of it. He's carrying a spear, kind of using it as a walking stick. His short bow strung on his back, and he has a bag of something hanging off his belt, and it has a metallic rattle to it.
All right, so carrying a large bag, carrying a walking stick. Would it be then like twice his height if it's a spear, or is it speared, or is the spear size to him?
It's size to him.
Okay.
He doesn't compensate that much.
So it just looks like he's farther away, and then you realize, oh my gosh, he's almost the top.
Yeah. You're like,
All
man,
right.
he's really far out. Holy shit, no, he's just short.
All right, so as you five are coming up to the tower, I'll give you the first impressions of the tower. So it's about 30 feet tall, and it seems to have had quite a bit of wear and tear. For Corbus being a tinkerer and interested in armor, you can tell that the tower is likely made of adamantium. However, it has seen a great deal of damage. It looks like there's been an attempt to repair some of the tower, and even to personalize it. So some of the buttresses, or the at the tips of the tower, there are images of Timora and various what do I want to say, I almost want to say like if there's any recovering Catholics or practicing Catholics in the audience, it would be like the Stations of the Cross that are depicted around this tower, that are displaying various battles and things like that have happened. And while you are moving up, the man that was handing out the flyers is currently being engaged by two of the guards of Waterdeep that bear the symbols of the magistrate, and they are engaged in an argument. There's two soldiers that are standing behind what is essentially the sergeant of the guard, who is engaging with the man in the squire type uniform, you've got to get this tower out of here. There was no authorization for magical towers to be erected at this spot. I don't care if there was space or not. You're bringing it down now. Sir, I have to tell you that I would love to be able to do that. However, we seem to have had a mishap. Our bard is currently my master is currently trying to find our bard, who had made some modifications as requested, but I shall allow him. The phrase that was supposed to be used in order to lower the tower is currently not working. You have 24 hours. If this tower isn't gone, we will have the Ministry of Magic come down and remove the tower for you. Do you understand? Yes, sir. And the guards begin to move away, and you can see that the man that was handing out the flyers is quite flustered and hardly notices that you are approaching, and seems to be muttering into a sending stone quite frantically and not getting a response. What do you do? Do you wait for him to notice you, or do you try to interject?
I poke the tower with my spear.
I'm
You
gonna
poke the tower with your.
I'm gonna walk over to Alexander.
Okay, go ahead.
I just kind of like I'm like looking at you, Alexander, like up close, like kind of like marveling, like in awe, like. And I just say, you have such a mouth of teeth.
Indeed. Thank you. I am Alexander. What is your name?
I'm Moonflower. You can call me Dao.
Thank you,
I'm here
Dow.
to
Are
hunt-
you here to join the adventurers party as
monsters.
well?
I am here to hunt monsters.
Excellent. Let us hunt them together. Glory shall be ours.
Yes.
Trevor
Great.
does look up at this point, and
No,
oh,
no.
Trevor.
I apologize.
Who the f- is Trevor?
Who the fuck is Trevor, dude?
We'll try to get started here in a moment. We're having a bit of difficulty with being able to get inside. Would it be okay if I start to take down your names as my master should be back any moment? Let me see the five of you, okay? And what is your name, young man? And points to you, Corvus.
I'm Corbus.
Corbus, okay. And you, young man, and points to you, Bruce.
I'm Bruce. Nice to meet you.
Bruce, okay, and points to your character, Lise, and never mind. Probably no relation. Yes, your name. Yes, I'm talking to you, the one that doesn't seem to be able
Yes.
to talk.
Yes, I know. I was opening. My name is Freya. You don't have
Freya?
to, hide your disgusted look. It's fine. You can wear it on your
No,
face.
it's more of a trauma response, actually. It doesn't need to be talked about,
Might
though.
be,
And you, sir, and another sir. Oh, okay. And no, you in with the large stick.
Like this stick? Is that
Dear
what you're...
God,
Anyway,
Oh.
Alexander Toshinori, good sir.
Alexander Toshinori. Ah, very good. Is that? And where are you from, sir? It's an interesting last name. A bit of mystery. Okay, and you, sir, the
I am
elven,
here.
and the elven young man. Your name?
My name is Dawinazar Amanodel Moonflower. No,
Oh.
no, not spelled that way. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it from him, and I'm like a sage. I'm an astronomer by trade, so I'm like calligraphy crazy. Like the little spot where my name is just looks beautiful. And I hand it
And
back to him.
while you're looking at it, you do notice that he has misspelled several of the
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
gonna
names.
go ahead and make a number of corrections, and generally, just bullet point and draw some underlines, and then hand it back to him.
Outstanding. He says, "Okay, we will. I will. I'm going to see if I can't. I'm not able to contact my master currently, but I will see if I can find him really quick. If you could just wait here for just a moment." And he scurries off, and you're standing there, able to just kind of have that awkward moment of meeting people for the first time and now not having anybody to facilitate conversation. What would your characters be doing when left to just be bored?
I am engaging literally everyone in conversation, but I'm starting with Corbus.
All right, go ahead and do that.
I'm taking a knee. Well, you are quite spry. Are you here to hunt monsters as well?
In order to test my armor, and I start poking it, trying to figure out how it's set up.
So you are a smith by trade.
I am. I'm a member of the guild.
Excellent. My father was quite the metal worker back in our village. This is actually his ornamental katana. I'll pull the sword and just pull it halfway out of the scabbard. Passed down from generation to generation. Easily.
How many generations?
Older than the elf back there. Easily.
Easily. How old are you, elf? As I kind of lean around him.
I am 420 years young, thank you.
That's an old
Damn.
sword.
I apologize. I meant no offense.
I might have.
I'm sure you
All right.
didn't.
All right, and what are Bruce and Freya doing while this interchange is going on?
Oh, I'm not the social type. I'm in the corner. Absolutely. Watching, observing. Yep.
All right.
I'm studying Alexander's side profile, just for funsies, and then I'm walking around everyone and just kind of looking at them and laughing.
All right.
If you laugh at Dow is gonna like assume it's something that they don't understand and just starts laughing with you and smiling. Uh-huh. Yep. Right? Crazy.
It wasn't that
so,
funny.
So
Oh, yeah.
there
I'm just
is
kidding,
quite
I'm
a
just kidding.
there is quite a bit of time that will pass. So after there's been some interchange, Matt, if you want to talk to anybody else, you can. If you're going up and greeting everybody.
Is there actually? I was going to ask. Is there a temple to Torm in town?
There was one that was near the marketplace, just off of the marketplace, and you had visited it this morning. Were you looking to? It would be about a 30-minute walk there and a 30-minute walk back.
That's fine. If I just wanted to pop in if I hadn't stopped in, but if I did this morning, good to go. That's
if it was possible. What would you have done this morning?
Probably just introduced myself to the priest, declared my allegiance and loyalty to Torm, passed down through the altar that my mother had erected in my childhood home, pledged my allegiance to him as the champion of Torm in the realm.
Do you currently have a token of Torm that you carry with you?
Yeah, his Torm symbol is a white gauntlet.
Right.
My mother had what ultimate, or I would only call like a challenge coin, a medallion with the gauntlet on one side and a family crest on the other, and I wear it on a necklace.
I was going to say that because they have necklaces as essentially swag that they give out to people that are coming to the temple. Would you have taken one in order to maybe hand out to somebody else, or would you have declined because you already have one? Okay. All right.
No,
so,
I would absolutely take one and be able to pass on the good word.
All right. So you do have a second necklace that you are able to hand out if anybody is willing to take it on as well.
Excellent. Holy symbol times 2.
Holy symbol times 2. All right. So yeah, an hour goes by, and still nothing back yet. If you are looking around, maybe with Freya, who's just observing from a distance, and I have seen Dow's sheet with the passive perception. You notice something kind of interesting with the tower. There are these depictions, and it seems that whoever erected this tower and modified it, that there is a gentleman riding a bear that with a long sword that seems to be the hero of most of these stories, along with a bumbling idiot who he constantly seems to be saving, that has a distinctive demonic type mask that is depicted in most of the murals that are erected on this tower. Finally, after you've been waiting for quite some time, maybe even thinking about moving on to something else, the man in the squire uniform comes back and says, "I apologize. I appreciate you all waiting here. There is still somewhat of a delay, but I wanted to get started, and I'll at least go through some of the questions that I am supposed to ask you. The first question is, what do you? I cannot read this. Oh, do you have any fears? Things that you are particularly phobic of, or anything that is something that that you have encountered in the past that you would be something that would cause you great distress? Anybody can answer first.
I had no such reservations.
Alexander.
Courage is the only path to glory.
Oh my goodness. All right. Very good. And what about you? It was Corbus.
Raccoons,
Raccoons.
especially big ones.
Large raccoons. That
Yep.
is quite the adjective that should
Is
be
that
added.
is that from
handful of things.
perspective, or just because, I mean, you're and raccoons
that is a
are,
good point.
so like, what is a big raccoon to you? Because that wouldn't be a big raccoon to say me.
Well, what do you consider a big raccoon?
I don't consider raccoons generally very big.
What about the size of a German Shepherd?
What is a German Shepherd?
What is German?
All right.
I know what a shepherd is. They usually have a staff with a...
How tall are shepherds from Germ?
So we've got raccoons, we've got only our own failings, and what was the elven Dow? Yes, Dow. Dow and Nasa.
Yep, that's me.
Yes.
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 Thank you. Right. I don't do incredibly well in tightly enclosed spaces.
Oh, tight spaces. Yes.
I very much enjoy freedom of movement. Just the idea that I can't move makes me begin to feel like, and it might be a little
breathe
ironic.
into a sack.
All things thank you thank you, Alex. All things considered, also, I do not like the dark. I can see in almost all darkness, so this is usually not a problem, but from time to time I have been exposed to magical darkness that even my faith in the moonlit mystery cannot see through, and that is counterintuitive to my tightly held belief system and shakes me a little bit. Thank you.
I
Don't
just
worry,
wrote down,
friend. Courage is the path to glory, and together in glory we shall be the light of the world.
Thanks. I'm done sharing.
I just wrote down Doc. I gotta be honest with you. All right, love it all. All right. And you look, Freya.
I have a lot of fears, but I'm not about to tell you any of them because I don't know you. And you know, if Achilles would have just kept his mouth shut, he'd probably still be alive. So I'm a.
Oh, so
Was Achilles his only weakness inside his mouth?
social interaction. Okay. And you, the young man. Yes.
There's no need.
Currently, my only fear is probably disappointing Dao. Just because he's got like a motherly face, and I feel like I'd cry if he was disappointed in me. But like other than that, old people, I don't know, they just kind of scare me. They're really mean for no reason, and they like eat on their own. It makes me want to die. So.
All right. I'll write down responsibility. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. I think that that's kind of the icebreaker. Usually right now we would if my master was here, we would do some dueling or some, but with him not here, we'll just need to wait for a while, and he'll be back any minute. This continues for a while, and we're just going to fast forward.
Is there a pub nearby? Let us sit and make merry.
He should be here any moment, and that's how it continues. One of the things that he actually will test often is patience, which it seems we've needed quite a bit of. But I will give you some background. So our group is usually 7 members. We're currently at 6, and we're looking to fill an opening. We don't like to talk about what it was that caused us to only have 6. I was not selected to be the 7th, but I am essentially the manager of the group and help out with administrative tasks like this.
I'm sorry. Are we meant to understand there's only one job offering here to slay monsters? There's just one?
Well, you'll be competing for that. I mean,
Oh, you don't need these losers. Just I am perfectly well equipped to.
So I am not.
I mean,
the
no
one that you have
offense to any of you.
convince.
You're all very lovely, but I mean, if there's only one spot, then.
Well, a lot of it will be working together. That is one of the things that we're assessing. I'm just going to write something down. It has nothing to do with what you said. Blue Falcon. Okay. All right. And we will go ahead and let's see. If you could just all continue to be patient, I will go and see if I can find him or some of the others. They should be setting up the scenario right now for you to be able to show what it is that you have. It can be sometimes very interactive. It may be where it just kind of springs out of nowhere, and you'll think that it's just a normal event. But again, the first thing that we're trying to test here is patience and the ability to be patient. Yes. And he runs off again. You continue to, would you continue to stay around, or would you look for a pub or something like that?
I can see why that guy didn't make it.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Not very decisive. Yikes.
So as the day
right.
progresses, it is, there's a storm moving in. Most people are headed inside, and there is a mist coming off of the coast and sea. And as it starts to get dark, you can hear a woman calling out for help. All of you are located right there next to the tower, and the call for help is coming just on the other side of the buildings.
Is there a pathway through the buildings
Are
to
there
get to
alleys? Are there
Absolutely, yeah.
Side?
You
Yeah.
can actually, if you can
I'm
even
headed
maybe
there.
step to one side and see
Yeah,
her. You're already headed there. Okay.
I'm right behind.
Yeah,
you.
I'm
Go
running. I'm running
Yeah.
right next to Alexander right now.
So she's trying to find, calling out for the guards, and as you approach her, are you adventurers?
Yes, we are.
What?
Fear
What?
not.
Yes.
Well, there are two small children that I will take you. I will take you over there, and she leads you through the courtyard. And as she's moving along, she's like, they are calling for help, and there is they say that their parents are in trouble or something like that, and continues to lead you. There's a doorway through this courtyard, takes you all the way through this courtyard, and as she comes to this side of the through that court, there's another opening there at the far end. Is everybody following, or are there some that decide that they do not want to follow?
Yeah.
Everybody's following. Okay. All right. We'll just keep. This is just for reference so
I don't
that
know.
you understand. I know, Freya, you can't move right now. I will move you, or you're now up. Okay. You can see on the other side of this wall that there are several buildings that have burned down, and it's been at least a week since this has happened, but there is an immaculate 4-story building coming up from the center of it. It looks like the buildings were destroyed around it by a fire that had broken out, but this one is standing there and remains untouched. And you can tell that she's shocked. But the children were calling from this area. That building was not there yesterday. And that tower wasn't there this morning. Is there something going on?
Where are the children?
They're on the other side of the wall. I'm going to go and see if I can find the guards. Perhaps it would be better if you go. With the
divine sense.
Yeah, can I insight check this hoe?
Can I cast divine sense?
Yeah, so go ahead. If you want to go ahead and roll insight, and with the divine sense, we'll get to that here in just a moment.
Can we all roll insight?
Just those that had declared okay. So with your insight check, you can tell that she is
full of shit.
No, that
full of shit. That's Corbin from the back. Corbin.
That she was the kind of woman who sees a small child that is lost and doesn't want to deal with it, but also knows that she would be an absolute bitch if she didn't do something about it, and is looking for the nearest person to be able to pass this problem off to. You also notice that she did seem a little alarmed at the amount of changes that were happening. Obviously, the instant tower that suddenly appeared in the neighborhood, but that this house does seem to have something off with it. For Alexander with divine sense, put it in the chat for a moment. Yep, thank you. I just wanted to see if it had a range to it. Yeah, within 60 feet. So you can, and let's see, undead, celestial.
It is not behind total cover.
And that is not, yeah. And I'm guessing that you're coming through that doorway.
Is there a door?
There is a door through that fencing. So you're able to now see and are standing in front of this 4-story building that has a different architectural structure than the other buildings around it, but it is there amidst a area that seems to have had a fire. You can see like damage to some of the nearby buildings that have like the tarnish of smoke, but this building is untouched. With your divine sense though, consecrated or desecrated presence of, okay, so there is a lot of evil coming off of this building. Okay, boomer. There is evil emanating from this building, and I almost think of it with divine sense of almost this aura, right? Kind of shimmering around the building that you can perceive, and it seems to actually get stronger at the top floor of this building.
So it's
that's
a giant
also when,
penis of evil.
right, and that's also when you notice though, two small children that are out in front of the building as well, and
Oh no.
there is about an 11-year-old girl and her 7-year-old brother who's clutching a small toy, and the and although I don't know how to it's almost like if individuals had come out of a burning house that they would smell of smoke, right? These children have the scent of the evil that is coming from that house on them.
But it's not like the scent of my new friend back here.
Oh, and yes, also you turn around and you're like, oh my gosh. There's a little bit of scent of evil coming off of Freya as well, but that's
I wouldn't say evil, I would say
off.
infernal, not evil. Infernal. There is a difference. There's no need to be,
racist.
Yeah, I'm sure Freya's type
bigoted
is
or anything.
humanoid.
Got it. All right. So there is the smell of infernal coming off of her. And the two small children.
So we have two evil children outside of a very evil dick-shaped house.
Two children that have come out of the evil house for sure.
Can I talk to the children?
Yes.
Okay. And they're 12 and 7?
11 and actually 11 and 5, yeah. Smaller
Okay,
boy.
I'm gonna walk. They're are they both boys?
The older one is female and the younger one is male, and like a big sister is trying to calm her little brother down who's crying.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the older girl and I'm gonna sit with them, and I'm gonna ask them how they're feeling and if they need anything and what's going on.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. There is a monster, and she kind of clutches over her little brother's ears.
Yeah.
There is a monster in our house, and we don't know what to do with that woman said that she was going for the guards. Are you the guards?
I am not, but they are coming and I can keep you safe. I need to know if you're hurt first.
I'm not hurt. We are not hurt. We were able to make it out, but our little brother is still up there. He's
still in there? Where is he?
Yes, he's on the 4th floor. He's we call him our baby brother,
Okay.
but
How old is he?
he still sleeps in his crib.
Okay,
weren't
I'm gonna
able to
call
get him out.
Alexander. I'm gonna call Alexander over for help, and I want to make a plan to get up there.
Okay.
How do I do that? Do I just go up there?
Which door did the kids come out?
I will actually pull up. So hold on one second. Let me see if I can switch this out.
I swear, it
New
feels like some
news.
shining twins.
Can Corbus see how strong the structure is, or is he just an armor guy?
I mean, I could poke at it and see what happens.
Okay.
And so she points back toward the older sister, points back toward the tall house.
Yeah.
And the windows, I mean, there's light shining in the windows. For the rest of you, you see nothing but a immaculate house. Alexander, you're the only one that is picking up that hint of evil. Other than your sense, it seems to be a fairly nice house.
A hint. You gave the impression that it was like a Ghostbusters fucking beacon of evil coming off the house. Is that the case, or is it like glowing like a an LED flickering in the evening?
That you can definitely tell that there is something evil inside that house on the 4th floor.
Okay. All right. And is there anything on the other floors that I can detect, or is that the primary spot where it's coming from?
The hard part is that because of it's almost like smoke coming out of the but you're not able to get much of a sense of what nature it is. And I'm actually probably giving you more than you should get from Divine Sense, but I never got a lot out of Divine Sense, and so I feel bad about that and want to give you something.
My connection to Torm is strong. My connection to Torm is strong. My destiny is beholden to me. Glory shall be mine.
So that
hey, Father.
Go ahead. Just
is my screen supposed to be black right now?
Same.
Your screen is both of your screens are black right now. Go ahead and
scroll all the way down.
Let's go ahead and see if I can get you where you need to be.
I see. No, thank you.
Everybody's in the bottom left corner of the map.
Yeah.
I don't see.
My screen is still just all black. I have.
At least zoom in.
That's because your token is not there.
Zoom in.
I instead have your fill-in
token.
And then go down, and then pan down.
I'm down. I can't see anything.
All right, everybody, just
bottom left.
Calm down.
Well,
what you mean?
I want to run into the burning building, please. Is it still on fire? What's going on?
That's happening.
There is nothing that you see in that respect.
Got it.
I sense evil from the sense evil from the 4th floor.
For the rest of you, unless you trust him, it doesn't look evil at all. The only thing that's odd about it is that it's a really nice house surrounded by burned out houses.
I can smell the evil on the 4th floor. It billows from the windows like rotten smoke.
Yep. Got it.
Smell evil.
We will cleanse the house. We will save the boy.
At least.
So there's something to hit. Got it.
Giddy up.
All right. Any other questions?
What are the other 3 floors? Like what are on the floors of the house?
So you have. Let's go ahead and hold on one second. Let me take a look at being able to describe it for you here. So the front end of the building has the iron gate portcullis that is hanging open right now. That it seems the children have come out of. There are 4 floors, about 3 windows on each of the floors. There is a small balcony on the 3rd floor, and 2 different smokestacks, along with lightning rod flags that are sticking out of the top.
I don't think I can throw you quite that high, so I recommend we all go in the front door.
All right. The gate is unlocked.
Does it mean throwing me?
Yeah. That way we would have 2 levels entered simultaneously. We would have surprise and violence of action. My
armor's not really rated for crash test, but I'm willing to try.
All right, so let's go ahead and establish, though, just kind of in general, and I'm gonna switch over to switch everybody over to the landing page for just a moment. Just as we get going here, I would like to identify what would be the most common order of march that would be established for the party. Like, just so that way, if it's not identified kind of off the bat, who it is that would most often kind of muscle their way to the front. I'm guessing, Alexander, you seem like the type that definitely likes to.
First one in,
Just-
last one out. Unless Corbin wants to run point, and I can be smashing stuff over top of him.
Yeah, that probably work. Corvus would be where he's gonna be able to get hit to see if his armor's working.
Dow is also a tank. Dow is a tank healer. So Dow is fine being in the front and getting hit by stuff.
I'd like
My
to
character has no relation to any of you guys yet, so I would gladly let you go first. But if Bruce is going ahead, then I have to follow Bruce and make sure he does not die.
I'm probably gonna go ahead and like stand next to Alexander too.
Okay,
Just 'cause I
so
like being in the front.
so first in the order of march, are we letting Alexander go first?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was gonna go first, and he was gonna swing over my head.
that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like that.
And that makes
Tactics
sense for your
stuff.
motivation of wanting to. So it's
Gotta test that armor.
Corbus, then Alexander.
Yeah.
All right, and Dow, you were looking to be up front, but are you where would you?
Somewhere in the middle where I can step in front once one of these losers gets hit by a 17.
All right, so we have. Oh, let's not move everything around.
Like,
So we'll go ahead and establish that as the
Your clever banter will be a great help in morale.
So I would anticipate though that as soon as it's open enough that it splits into a wedge, definitely with those three trying to vie
You know what?
for.
You know what?
for
If
first.
it counts, I would say put Dow in the middle. Dow can see all allies, potentially heal all allies.
I will, and also the other advantage that Dow has is that your passive perception beats most of the DCs on any perception checks in the game too. So
Yeah, for now, and then I take the feat where it becomes 21.
there's like, you walk up to the house and you can tell that there is a secret room on the third floor. All right. So that's what we're going to kind of go just as a general rule that you're starting to already build SOPs as this group learns how to work together. Dow, you do also notice that there is somebody up on. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Crit fail.
Crit fail. All right. So you
Can't
notice,
get much worse than that.
Absolutely nothing.
but in scanning around, you see that there might be at least 3 individuals that you've noticed on rooftops that are observing your party as it was moving along. And part of you wonders if this might not be part of this exercise. And so it may be that this elaborate role players of children asking for help might be just part of this entire
Got it.
selection process.
Got it. Dow is gonna kind of, out of nowhere, just kind of go, "Oh, I get it now, everyone. There's nothing to worry about. This is all part of the exam to see if we will become monster hunters. I realize now I probably lost points when I said they should just pick me. We're all being watched. I bet nothing in this house is actually even dangerous."
All right.
must be great.
Somebody knock the rose-colored glasses off of Dow real quick.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move your tokens. It is small cramped quarters that you'll be moving through.
Oh, great.
So
That's kind of like, establishing their space.
Bubble,
Stay
yeah.
out of my 5-foot square.
So as you get into this area now, with everybody's kind of clustered in, what's your reaction to that?
Yes, the beauty of the goddess of the moonlight and the moonlit mystery. The mystic seer watches over us like a luminous cloud, the lady of dreams, always protecting us from death. And one day we will journey to the heavens, the full moon to be precise, where we will live amongst the moon and the elves and the stars and transcend to become a powerful member of the crowd of the Celadrine.
All right. So with
What the heck?
I believe that was a prayer to make sure that he was
What?
going to be good to go.
You wrote that down before we got here, didn't you? That was incredible.
Don't ask me to say it twice. It'll be totally different.
All right. So in the entranceway, there is hanging on the wall a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms with a stylized golden windmill on top over a red field. There's also framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats that are depicted of relatives. It would seem, that's a common practice sometimes in these foyers. And then mahogany framed double doors leading out of the foyer into the main hall that is directly to your front. You can go ahead and move your characters to check out some things. Preferably don't go through a door without giving me a heads up before you do. As you move into, you can go ahead and start to move into the main hall and kind of situate yourself where you think that your character would stack up. And then I'll give you some ideas.
Nick, I would say one thing you might want to do.
Yeah.
Is on the map settings when you go to the dynamic lighting area.
Give the ability to not have it block.
Yeah, I think the option says dynamic lighting restricts movement. That's what you want to do. That way we can't move through walls that we can't see through.
All right. Boom. On. Done.
Elise, are you gonna move?
Yep. See, I know it works
Where
because
are
now
you?
I'm stuck in this wall and I need you to move me.
Nailed it.
I'm stuck. This is my nightmare.
All right. Does anyone have? So it is a nice. Oh, she's back in the. Okay, good.
You turned
very
a
nice
sound
look.
on so you could not leave people stranded.
What's that?
Didn't
Yeah, I know. Did I leave her stranded?
Oh, you said she's back in.
Yeah. It binged for me when she popped back in.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
It binged.
So looking around the room, it spans the length of the building. There's a marble fireplace on one end. Above the fireplace is mounted an ornate longsword with that same windmill cameo on the hilt, and there are ornately sculpted wood panel walls that have these images of desolated farmland, famine that is affecting the area, but then there is a community celebrating prosperity with a great feast hosted by a noble family. And while you are in this room, especially Freya, on the other side of that door, you can hear the sound of a dinner party that is happening, but and murmured voices on the other side of the door. And there's light that you can see creeping out from underneath that doorway. And for Corbus, while you were walking past this location here, you could actually hear the sound of a growling wolf. There are ornate red velvet stairs that are going upward. And the question would be, is the party going to examine things down here, or are we trying to move quickly through the building.
I want to go upstairs.
And the kids mentioned nothing when we asked what was on each floor of the house about people in here having dinner.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Or I'm sorry,
chil-
did I even hear? Do I even know that's going on? I know you said
What's that?
she heard that.
she can
the
hear
dinner
that. No,
thing.
you cannot.
Okay, sorry. So disregard this.
There is something canine to the south, and it does not sound happy.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
There are people in the room over here.
Wait, there's a dog? There's a dog in the house?
But
What do you
said
mean
there's
canine?
people? There's people?
Or something. It sounded like a dog or a wolf. It sounded angry.
What?
Does anyone recall the
People.
children mentioning anything like this?
No.
Those kids, I don't even think that they know what fully is going on. So, but
No.
this all seems sketchy to me.
Yeah, those kids were just paid to get us here. They don't really. You said you heard people?
That's
Are there people here?
so true.
Bray, would
It
you like
sounds
to
Then
like
we
open
need
that?
they're-
to assist. Then we
Can I
need to
open the
clear.
door?
Then we need to clear the house floor
Maybe-
by floor.
Frey, you can open
Maybe-
the door.
Do I
Freya,
want
maybe
to?
I should go. Maybe I should go if you're gonna open it so that they don't get
No.
freaked out.
There's no one in the room.
What do you
So
mean get freaked out?
so you hear the
By
sound
her looks.
of you see the sound or you hear the sound of clinking silverware and people murmuring. You hear the chink of glasses. As soon as you open the door, it goes silent. However, when you look inside, there is a feast laid out. It looks as though like right before you open the door, everybody just got up and left. But for you living on the streets, this is the most amount of food that you have seen. You've never been in a rich person's house, not without their permission. Maybe you've snuck in before, but it's difficult to do it. You usually get cold stuff. This is piping hot meat. There are smashed root mash with gravy. There is most of the cups of wine are still filled, and it looks as though they have just gotten up.
Can I do an insight check on the
So an
dining room
insight check is
situation?
so an insight check is going to be like to identify what somebody's motives are or what their you could do,
Can I do a
perception.
perception? Yeah.
Perception check
do a
would be more
perception
appropriate.
check?
There you go.
Okay.
And what is it that you're looking for?
Like if the food's poisoned, kind of thing, or anything
safe it
off
is.
with the food. I'm hungry. I want to eat it.
No, it looks oh. With a 25. With a 25, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the food that you can immediately notice. It seems off. There's a moment where you catch a smell that is putrid, but then it is overwhelmed with the sense of being an amazing feast to eat. You could try taking a bite.
Me personally, I would not, but Freya absolutely is gonna take a bite. She's hungry.
All right. And what would she? And you can go ahead and move into the.
Where'd she go?
All right. So you take a bite, and it is just as delicious as it looks.
Okay, then I'm like shoveling food in my mouth.
Got it. All right. So she's in there starting to eat. Corbus, what were you doing? You had alerted people that there was a wolf or something down there.
Yeah, I said there was some kind of canine. I mean, how do I know it's a wolf? I didn't open the door.
Because the DM's dumb and he says stuff.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. There's a wolf down there.
Nope.
If he's
All right,
going
so
there,
you-
they've probably got that handled. I'll follow Corbus down here. If they
Okay.
determine. So do we know that there's nothing in there but food in the back room?
If so, you peek in there and you can see that she's eating. There doesn't seem to be anybody in there. What all are you able to see, Alexander?
From where I'm at right now, I can see the door, and that's all I got, and then just a corner slice of the room right there.
Yeah, and so right now you don't actually have much of a light source to you, right? So it's you're kind of poking around still in the dark. Those with dark vision are able to see a little bit more.
Sure.
And for example, Corbus, you have night vision. You peek inside the room, kind of pieing it off the way that you are, and you can see in there that there are 3 wolves, but they are currently motionless. They actually look to be stuffed. The growling stopped just like as soon as you cracked open the door. It seemed to be almost on the other side of the door, and it's not there.
I closed that door.
There's
You decide to close that door?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
there is
isn't right.
evil afoot. We need to be on our guard. Where did the
In there.
tiefling go?
She's in there eating food.
Eating what?
You know, food stuff.
All right. So
bread,
we just
bread.
Right.
You know, apples and stuff.
is there someone that has
Forge?
decided that they wanted to move to the second floor? Or are we staying on this
I,
floor?
Like
me,
rice.
I want to go up. I would like to go up immediately.
All right, Bruce.
Yeah,
I'm going to move you up, and who would be following Bruce?
Well, I'm going to follow her since she doesn't have armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
follow as well.
Let's go.
All right, I will move you.
Wait, I'll stop. We can't leave Freya downstairs by herself. Hey, Freya, we're going upstairs.
We gotta
Okay,
go.
the moment I see that Bruce is not in my sight, I grab a couple rolls and make my way upstairs.
Nice.
All right, so pocket rolls are in hand. Dow, you are following up right behind her as she moves up.
Awesome.
All right, as you come up into the upper hall, there are unlit oil lamps that are mounted on the walls. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a framed portrait of the Durst family. There is a label underneath Gustav and Elizabeth Durst with their 2 smiling children, Rose and Thorn.
Damn it.
The
What?
2 children.
No
depicted-
Frederick.
Nope, there are 2 children depicted in the photo. Seem to be the 2 children that were outside, and the father is cradling in his arms a swaddled baby.
Okay.
And the mother is like standing there looking also down at the baby and seems to have a soured look on her face as she's looking down at the child. There are standing suits of armor that are flanking the wooden doors to each of the areas north and south. And each of the suits of armor clutch a spear and has a visor-shaped helm with a wolf's head. And it is just this. There seems to be a bit of a wolf theme that you noticed, Corbus, in that other room as soon as you poked in, like a hunting lodge kind of a look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and pull the painting to see if anything's behind it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
when
gonna do
you
that.
Hey, Corbus,
Yeah.
do you think this armor is like good?
the armor is very high quality.
Yes. Is it actual armor or is it decorative?
Will you like describe how cool the wolf helm was again?
Yeah,
So I feel more confident in my decision.
yeah, so the wolf helm is a very realistic depiction of a it would if you've if you've seen werewolves, it has a little bit more of that humanoid piece to it. But when the helmet opens, it is like the jaws of the wolf actually opening.
It's like Kurgan from the Highlander.
The question I have though is, Corvus, do you actually touch the armor?
With my hand? No.
Okay.
Tip of the spear? Yes.
Okay. When you hit it with the tip of your spear, a tone rings out, and you can tell that although very decorative, the armor does seem to be for decoration and made of whatever would be the dungeon or the D&D version of zinc. We'll just call it zinc. Zinc with nickel plate on it to make it look as if it is silvered armor.
Do you want to look good in your armor, but be rather squishy?
No.
Yeah, then you don't want this.
Yes. The way I see it, I already have armor that is not squishy, and I look good in.
Then yeah, you definitely don't want this.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I try and pull the painting to see what's behind it.
So behind the painting is a, as you're pulling down the painting, out from behind the painting burst
Santa Claus.
two bats that begin to flurry around the room, startling everybody as bats suddenly screaming out do, and they fly up to the next floor. And actually, no, they disappear through a hole that was difficult to notice above this door.
Can I enter this room?
Yes, you can.
I would like to follow behind.
All right, so in that
Roy
room,
Jenkins.
red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corner are two overstuffed chairs, and floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall, with a wooden ladder that allows one to reach the high shelves more easily.
Can I have assistance moving real quick?
Yeah, what
For
do you
some
need?
reason, it won't let me.
What?
Just to follow Bruce.
Oh, because I have you stuck inside of the wall. So,
Well, that's kind of rude.
all right, so you're able to see now, but you wanted to follow? All right, you're all inside of there. All right. So the desk there has quite a few curiosities on it. You see an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, tinderbox, and a letter kit containing red candle wax, 4 sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing the Durst family's insignia, which seems to be this windmill that keeps popping up all the time.
I'm not gonna lie, loving the color theme. Not biased though.
Does anyone examine anything else in the desk? There's a couple of drawers and things like that.
I will.
Do you
I'm
actually
rooting through everything.
What
You're
else
rooting
is in the room?
Yeah.
So there are bookshelves with hundreds of tomes that you're able to, just in scanning over now, that have various everything from history to warfare to alchemy. And with the position that you're in, and you can tell that there seems to be a strange draft coming from that bookshelf, and that there may be a room on the other side. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can figure out how to open it. And for you, Bruce, when you open up one of the drawers that you said you were going to look through, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
There is a iron key on a key ring.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that.
I'm going to
Perception check.
turn to Bruce and Freya and point at this draft. You said I feel a draft.
Yep,
And
and
I'm going to say there's something behind this bookshelf that I'm not seeing.
all right, and so he's I'm guessing like trying to figure out like what it is that
Mm-hmm.
that adjusts it, but
I
so
just
far
step-
it
Yeah, I
it
step
hasn't
out of
worked.
I step out of the way.
Can
And
I
you're
go
able to
look up?
you're able to see it by from there. This bookshelf is shorter, right? So you're able to look over, and if individuals want to go ahead and make a perception check, they can with advantage.
What does that mean?
Go ahead and just roll. It'll allow me to not have to tell you how to do that. All right, so both of you are able to notice that there is a book that it's hard to see when you're up close, but with the way that he was maneuvering, that there is a book that seems a little bit out of place, and they direct you to it, Tao, and when you press in on it, you hear a satisfying click, and you're able to pull open that part of the let me select what I want to select. Don't select all of that. That part of the wall moves away.
Oh.
Can I go in?
It'll be Dow that's
secret
oh
rooms.
yeah, actually
Sweet.
all right. The secret room contains bookshelves packed with tomes describing we'll get to that. So inside, the first thing that you notice, let's not bury the lead. You see a skeleton that has a hand hanging out of a wooden chest, and the lid is half closed. Who would be moving forward to inspect the skeleton?
I would be my honor to go inspect the skeleton. I would like to do that.
Alright.
Yes.
Super cramped
Now-
in here.
So we're just going to we don't want to have to move around the tokens. We'll just say that Bruce and Freya seem to like to be together. So you're both like crammed into this small space. Dow, are you staying back from the cramped spaces, or are you?
Yeah, I'm not going inside. I'm just gonna
It-
I'm gonna peek my head in, and Dow is going to say, remember, something killed that skeleton.
So Bruce, with you being right up close and you're moving in for the closer inspection, you can actually tell that Dow is exactly correct. There are 3 darts that are sticking out of the leather armor that is clad around the skeleton, and the darts seem to be poison darts that were set up and triggered by lifting the lid of this chest to protect what was ever inside. Go ahead and do a perception check, Olivia. Just Olivia.
Okay.
And this is without okay. So with a 20, you are able to. It's like, oh, maybe I should. You can tell that in kind of inspecting that whatever trap this chest has, it was triggered, and it no longer seems to be trapped from what you can see. And you can see, glancing inside, that there seems to be several items. Some very expensive looking books, a couple of rolled up pieces of paper that seem to be ornately sealed, some kind of important piece of paper. And then the skeleton is actually clutching a note that he was reading, and trying to pull out and read in the chest, and the skeleton hand is still holding it.
Okay.
Oh.
Bruce is gonna try and gently take it out of the skeleton's skeleton's hand.
Bruce, I swear to God,
Is it-
if you die grabbing this, I will
No,
kill
no, no.
you.
I just the being cursed part is kind of the scariest part. It's dead man. So he
So
grabs it out.
while pulling it out, you the crest that is on the letter is this seal right here, which seems to be a red a blood red raven with various designs on it. Do you want to read the letter?
Yes.
All right, in a flowing script, the letter reads as follows. Just for the sake of the narrative, let's read it in the voice of the one that wrote it. My pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on the path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You have abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a son that is cursed by darkness. Ugh, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich. I'll actually
Did
be
Bruce
working on
read
that
this
voice.
out loud? Or
Bruce, did you read it out loud?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
So,
Well, this isn't creepy at all. Yeah. This is a definitely sane person that wrote this letter.
You said he was cursed, the child of darkness?
Is that the brother, the youngest, or is it the one of the kids
Maybe
that was
it's the
outside?
son that they're looking. Yeah, maybe it's the guy that they're looking for. Because in the portrait, the mother looked like disgusted at the child. Maybe she knew it was cursed.
Yeah, yep. So maybe we shouldn't be looking for this kid.
Maybe
Or
we
maybe
should.
maybe we should be, and we should dispatch the evil from this land.
Yes. That's what I
Eh,
was thinking.
evil in children is much worse than evil in
And
in full-grown adults.
and I do know, young one, that you are looking for companionship and family. You can find that with us. Come hunt monsters with us.
I'm gonna look
Okay.
at Bruce and be like, "Is this dude talking to us?" No, Bruce, come on.
No, I want to go with him. He seems fun. Can we go upstairs now? What are we doing?
yes, you can go upstairs. Did you want to look at the rest of the stuff in the chest, though, too?
Oh
She already,
shoot, yeah, I do.
This is already gone.
All right,
I
she is headed up.
did.
She is
I
headed
will look
upstairs.
at
She was done.
I will look at it first.
Gosh,
right.
I was so fast.
So, 3 black leather covered books that are worth 25. They look expensive.
25
In my
doubloons.
satchel they go.
There are also 3 spell scrolls.
Get those, get those, get those.
Yes. One for if you want to write this down in the journal. There is a list of loot handout that is able to be edited.
Nice.
So we have 3 black leather covered books that are worth 25 gold each. 3 spell scrolls.
Am I supposed to write this down?
Nope,
I
I'm
got it.
actually going to put it into the chat so that it can be transferred and known.
All right,
Except
I
for
got
it doesn't say old bone grinder. It doesn't say that.
it. Are you
Ball
sure?
grinder? What are you talking about?
Sounds like drugs. You talking about drugs?
Okay, can we go upstairs? I want to find this kid, and I'm gonna strangle him. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that escalated.
I'm gonna
I don't know.
follow
I didn't
Bruce
mean
after
it. I didn't mean it.
Let's see. Okay. All right. So, as you are going up the stairs, Bruce, you notice that the temperature of the house
House is getting colder.
is drastically getting colder. By the time you reach the top of these steps, why did you just shrink back to where you were? As you hit the top of these steps, as you exhale coming up them, you can actually see your breath. All right.
I can't. 1 second. Where the heck did I just go?
So I will.
I'm tiny
I
legs.
see.
Chase the squishy ones.
All right. Chase the squishy noobs. They have no fear of death yet.
Yep.
All right, we'll get to you here in just a second.
I'm afraid to die. I'm also afraid to be alone. So Bruce has gotta. I gotta follow Bruce.
All right, so as you come up into this room, you find a dusty balcony. Now, the lower floors of this house were immaculate, ornate. You know, it looked like somebody had just left, and the person that left was the cleaning lady. But as you've continued up, you now realize it's gotten colder, and it's definitely colder on this floor. There's also cobwebs that are and dust everywhere, and it is like coming into what you would look at as a house that has been abandoned for quite some time. Directly to the front, as you are coming up to this balcony, there is a set of armor. Corbus, just even glancing at it, you can tell that this armor is real and is not zinc. It is full plate armor, and still has that intricate carving of the
Wolf.
wolf. It does not have a spear in its hand. There are oil lamps that are mounted to the oak walls, and the strange, weird wood carvings that initially look like just trees and falling leaves, but you can tell that there are actually corpses that are hanging from the trees in the depictions on the walls, which seems like a weird way to decorate your house. Is that where you're standing, Bruce? Did you go up and touch the armor?
No, but I'm really close to it.
You are really close to it. At this time, everybody can go ahead and select your tokens and click on the initiative button.
Yeah. Bring up
What's that?
Remember when we did combat? So you're gonna pull up your character sheet, have your token selected, and click that initiative button.
What is the initiative button? On the character sheet?
On the
Yeah,
character sheet. Yep,
it's
a little
right
bit
above
Between
higher,
armor
right?
class and speed.
Yeah, it's right above your health.
Jesus.
Wow.
So I'm gonna
Like
back
that?
Wow. Wow. What?
All right. So
What
as you really great looking armor, right? But as you touch it, it begins to fill with this blue glowing mist, and as it starts to permeate through the armor and it begins to move. And
Bruce, I swear to God, did you touch something?
Nope.
Don't touch anything.
I didn't try to. It just looked cool.
oh, because Tom, I didn't have the turn order pulled up? Is that why nobody's initiative happened?
Yarp.
Sweet. All right. Let me.
We have to roll again.
I think Matt and Olivia and Elise need to re-roll. Hey, look, there it is.
I would
Everybody's
agree.
Boom. Nope,
Yep.
not this time.
Always.
What did happen?
Don't know.
All right, so
There you go.
all right, so the first act is going to be the armor.
No, Corbus and then the armor.
Eh.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry, Corbus. All right, you're up, Corbus. What do you got?
First, I look at that and say, "Hey, this armor's real."
Ooh, it's really moving on its own.
Yup. No.
Maybe it'll be easier to move in. You know, have you ever been at a terminal and you've walked on a moving platform and it feels like you're moving super fast?
Yeah, it might work.
All right. So what are you swinging a two-handed spear? So as you move in with the two-handed spear, hoping to be able to find, you do notice that the outstanding craftsmanship of this suit seems to deflect the spear and does not do any damage. That seems to incapacitate the creatures thus far. Do you have any bonus actions or movement that you would like to take?
No, because I'm right up to it. So no, I'm not gonna move.
Back away? No, you can if you'd like to. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you an attack opportunity.
All right. So as it prepares itself, the only thing that it really wants to do is it could multi-attack. However, it is instead going to rush up to, or is it Dow right in front of him? Is going to do a contested strength check to try to push him over the edge.
Holy shit!
With a 9, I'm guessing that we're going to be able to beat that.
Maybe. Nope.
All right.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Oh. Goodbye.
All right, what did I miss?
Well, the elf just got pushed over the railing.
I've been shoved.
I actually was starting to grow on the elf too. That was really sad.
Oh no.
I
had friends.
I don't know how to calculate.
Where is
I don't
the
know
elf?
how to. I don't know how to calculate that damage.
Well, how far do I fall?
Let's go ahead and have you. Let's go ahead and have you do a. We'll have you do a dexterity saving throw to see if you can try to grab onto something on your way down. And if you succeed, you fall down 1 floor. If you fail, then you would fall down 2 floors. You succeed the 15 dexterity saving throw, and so you fall down 1 floor.
Was that 10 feet?
10 feet, yep.
All right. Can I roll 1d6, or do you want to roll it?
We'll roll the 1d6. So it's 1d6 per 10 feet?
Yep.
All right. So 3 points of damage for down, and you are needing to come back up the stairs
Okay.
in order to join the rest of the party. So
Okay.
all right. Next, that was his action. He is going to stay where he's at for right now. You can tell that he's trying to position himself to push another person if possible. Dow, it is your turn.
Okay, so I will. Is it safe to assume that I fell on my butt and I'm prone?
Not prone, but you had to grab onto a railing, and so
Yeah.
you do have to use movement in order to get yourself back onto the stairs.
Okay, so I'll use half my movement to stand. And then our diagonals 5 feet.
Yes.
So can I go 5, 10, 15, and then be like, "What's up, armor? What's up?
Yes, you can.
What's up with that, man?"
But once
All
you
right.
move into his area of attack, can he do an attack of opportunity?
I don't know. Is that how attacks of opportunity work?
Oh God, you're going to make.
Nope.
All right.
That's not how they
nope,
work.
That's not how they work. Good.
All right.
Thank you very much for the help,
That's
folks.
all right.
That's why
eh,
I am here.
nice.
So true, Alex.
As I'm like 5 feet away from the suit of armor and walking up the stairs, and I'm like, "What's up, bro?" I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at the suit of armor and be like, "What is up, dude?" Yeah.
All right. So from the stairwell, the
Down there.
guiding bolt goes out.
Let's see if I hit. Pew.
An
18.
18 meets and hits for
Nice.
18 freaking points of damage. So,
Pew.
what does your guiding bolt look like as it slams into this armor?
Yeah. I just say like, Moon Mother, give me a break, and then I just like shoot a glob of light towards the armor, and when it hits, the armor's like whoa, and then like when the armor dude regains his standing, he's just kind of glowing. He's like emanating the heavenly light of Lady Sihanine, and then I stand
So
right
pretty.
there. I literally, like, at the end of my turn, I am standing right where I was standing when I got shoved on last time.
But with more of a defiant look on your face, as you're like, "What?"
Potentially, yeah.
We'll see if it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck, dude. All right, that's my turn.
And you have any bonus actions that you want to take, though, Tom?
No, I'm just gonna do like a, Sailor Moon pose taunt.
A JoJo pose with her.
Yes.
And with the Sailor Moon taunting pose, for Bruce, you are able to strike at advantage because of that pose.
Because of guiding bolt.
Okay. Since I'm far away, can I shoot him?
You are not far away. You are within 5 feet. You can't shoot him, but that would be with disadvantage. However, with the advantage that you have, it would be a straight roll.
Then I'm gonna stab him.
All right.
Ooh.
Or not.
With a 9, and your dagger, you bring out your dagger and try to stab it in the chest plate, which is not an effective way to stab a man in armor. You missed the split in the armor that you were aiming for. Do you have any bonus actions that you would like to do? For example, new playing Bard, one of your fellow players might help you out with what would be a good bonus action for a Bard.
Bardic inspiration.
That is correct.
There you go.
And who would you like to give that to?
A nice rule of thumb to think about is look at the turn order and see which of your allies are going to act next.
I'll give it to Freya then.
Okay.
So do I just click on it?
Nope. You'll have to remove one of your bardic inspirations, and then with the token, Freya, you have a little heart above you. That means that when you roll, like if you rolled, you would be able to roll an additional d6 in order to assist with either a attack or a skill check.
Okay, I definitely want to attack. I'm gonna try and hit between the armor though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a overhead attack with my short sword.
Okay, come in with your short sword.
Nice.
And with the 20, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, with 10 piercing damage, you stab into the visor of the animated armor, and you can feel a satisfying that the way that it reacts is it has obviously been hurt, and the armor is now well bloodied and staggering and seems ready to be dispatched. Do you have any bonus actions that you would like to take?
Bonus actions, can I hit again?
You can do an offhanded attack with
My
if
dagger?
you have another weapon. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try and go for
All right, with the 17, It does not. It stabs, and the animated armor puts up its arm in defense and stops it.
Dang.
All right. Would you like to move?
No. Sorry.
No, I guess not.
Correct. Yes. Moving right now because you'll move out of the area of attack and could have gotten a attack of opportunity. All right. So Alexander.
Yes, I will remove my Kanobo from my back, and with just a massive overhead swing, we'll see if we can dispatch this guy.
Nice.
Yes, I believe we can.
A 25 does hit, and 13 bludgeoning damage to animated armor that had 5 hit points remaining. What does that look like?
Yeah, in one real smooth motion, the maul comes off the back of my head, comes around, the second hand catches it, and just clean through, basically bat the head off of the head down the stairwell.
Outstanding. Much to
I can't yell anything smash unless I crit, just so you know. I know you're looking for it.
Barovia, Beirutean smash.
Yeah, dude. Waterdeep smash.
Water? I can't. I didn't crit.
All right, that's all right. I understand. Corbus, much to your chagrin, though, the helmet has been damaged, and some of the but there is still a breastplate that could be salvaged from the armor that might be useful. Would you want to take that, or are you concerned about whether it might have a adverse effect on your future creations?
You're muted, Chris.
Chris, you're muted.
I know. I thought I unmuted. I wouldn't wear it right now, but wouldn't be adverse to taking it at the moment.
All right. So into your clinking bag of possessions it goes. We'll go ahead and add that. All right. So on this third floor again, you can feel that presence of that the house seems to be changing as you go up these levels, getting colder. There is a doorway to the south and a doorway to the front. I'm gonna maintain the turn order just to find out what kind of decisions are being made. So Corbus, you are up first. Would you want to go into any of these doors to check and inspect, or are you going to just get some information or pull the party?
Is it a door to my south?
That is a door to your south, yes.
Do I hear anything on the other side of it?
You do not. But actually, no. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay. All right. So you don't hear anything to the door to the south.
I'm gonna knock on it.
So with you hear it echo inside the room. It seems to be a fairly large shape. It's not like a broom closet or anything like that.
Kind of glance over my shoulder, see if anybody is like against the idea. If not, I'm opening the door.
All right. Seeing no objections happening on the screen,
I say go for it.
you open up the door. and inside is inside there are dust and cobwebs that shroud an elegantly appointed bedroom. There are double doors on the south end of the room that seem to lead out to the balcony that you were able to see from the street. And there is it's
Let's be about 10 feet around me. Everything else is dark.
if you'd like to, you can. Do you have any source of light that you are able to utilize? There. If you have flint, there are oil lamps that were back in the other room that you.
Is it a magical darkness, or does it actually have more than like 10 feet of dark vision?
Oh wait, you have dark vision, and it's
do.
not showing you having that. 1 second. Let me fix your perception.
I couldn't figure out where to turn it on because I thought maybe it was turned off.
Boom. And how many feet of dark vision?
Nothing changed.
60?
How many
I know. 100 feet?
Let me check. It's on 60.
60. Right. The dark vision does have a tint to it that you will be used to, and it is difficult still to. It's easy to be able to navigate, but not to be able to see detail. So it is still a good idea to have some kind of a light source.
Okay. Do I see what
So as you're moving into the room, there
do I
is
see that?
there is a ghostly figure. The way that she is dressed, she seems to be a like the nursemaid or the housekeeper. She does not have the terrifying visage that might be depicted in the token there. She seems to be going about business that she normally would. And when you turn to look at her, she makes eye contact and shh. The
So
baby
she's the
is
librarian
sleeping.
from the beginning of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh shit.
Please don't disturb the baby. La 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 la. Bruce, with you in the room, with standing that close to the end table, you do see the same kind of energy start to emanate, and it doesn't. You don't animate the table. It's all right. It's only that one thing that you touched that animated, so we're all right so far. But the bed is covered in blood, and you've seen blood in your life. You've been living on the streets. This is blood that is old and black, and someone was obviously stabbed while in that bed, and not once, not twice, many times. There is also a dresser that is on the northern wall there that is ajar, but it is currently in close proximity to the specter, who is still just.
Do you see anything that like where there might be a quote unquote baby?
So directly next to you there, Corvus, there is a door, and because you do have an interest in design, and often look in other people's rooms, if you had a nursemaid, and we're building a house with a room for a nursemaid, it seems like putting the nursery directly off of the nursemaid's room would be a good idea. So you have about a 9 to 10 odds of a bet that there is a nursery on the other side of that door.
And the door we came south through, there was another door that went west.
So there is there is a ornate doorway that's glass, and you can see through it
I meant
lightning
up
Go ahead.
there. Is that a door as well?
up to.
Where?
Go ahead and point to it again. Yes, there is a doorway there as well.
I suggest, unless we want to fight a ghost, we may want to try that door and loop around. Because I got a feeling if we open this door, she gonna get really cranky with us really quick.
Well, what do you guys think? Alexander, there's a ghost in here.
I'm having some connectivity issues, so that's super fun. But good lord, is the ghost
I would like to
hostile?
go
Not yet.
investigate the ghost.
Then, if the ghost is not hostile, let us leave it be and dispatch the evil that we know is on the 4th floor. And perhaps if we dispatch evil from this place, the ghost will finally be at peace.
I agree with Alexander. We should leave that bitch alone. I don't want.
So the ghost is talking.
Bruce, when you came a little bit closer, she did notice you and looks over. You look about Rosa's age. Maybe she would like to play.
Oh, really? Where's Rose now?
She is probably
Rose in the
upstairs
room with us?
in her room, playing with her dollhouse as she does.
Yeah? What room is that?
Oh, it's right up the stairs.
Right up the
As long as-
stairs, okay.
But as long as Mother doesn't mind.
And where's Mother?
Oh, probably doing what she does. And seems to have a look of scorn on her face as she talks about Mother.
Okay.
Damn, that's
Well-
the lady of the house. What the fuck? You can't talk like
Lady, be careful of Lady Durst. She is not right in the head. Freya, where you're standing, go ahead and do a perception check.
You got it. I don't like this lady.
All right, with the 17, you hear the sound of crying on the other side of that doorway. But with the 17, you are able to determine. At first, you think, oh, there might be a child on the other side of the door. But it sounds like the whimpering of a puppy.
Can we check that out, Freya?
Where at? In the room?
Just off to you, just off to your side, right here.
Okay, is it I can't tell if there's a doorway there.
There is a doorway right there, and I'm guessing by your expression that you're probably interested in opening it.
I would like to consult with the group first, since there is already a door open, and I don't want to open the opportunity of more
I do.
people or things.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I know you
think
do.
if we're go over that direction, that's probably the better door to go through instead of the double door down here.
Okay, then yeah, I'll open it.
Boy, Jenkins would be super disappointed in you right now.
Why?
For not opening doors
Why?
without consulting the party. Jenkins likes to just open doors
Yeah,
indiscriminately.
that ended up with a bunch of shadow monks on us too.
All right, so go ahead and do another perception check as you try to hunt for this
Okay.
little guy. Or can you see him right now?
Oh, I can't see anything yet. I haven't looked over.
All right.
My character sheet's in the way.
See how dynamic
Okay.
things he has. Oh, there we go.
Check, check.
Yeah, so inside is quite literally a
It's a puppy.
small little puppy.
I want to take him home.
It's not a puppy.
Can we take him? Can we take the dog on a serious
No,
note?
we're not.
No,
We can't
that's
take the
not-
dog.
that's
Don't
not a
touch the
dog.
dog. Don't
That's
touch
not
the
a
dog.
That is not a dog.
It's a
touch the
dog.
dog.
It looks like a little
It's not
Don't
a
dog.
touch the dog.
Why are you guys being so mean about this dog? Now I want to touch the
Okay,
dog.
they know something. Don't touch the dog.
It's not a dog.
That's
Whatever. Gosh.
Okay, just because you're a new player, I would give you a piece of advice. They don't have much. Okay, You do have. Let's see what you can do. Oh, no, it doesn't really tell you. I saw that you had animal friendship. I was going to make sure that you were aware of that.
Can I do that? Can I use that?
So yeah, this puppy seems very scared. It is also quite malnourished.
I want to feed the dog.
Hey, I forgot to do this before, but
Bruce, don't
now
touch the
now that
dog.
we have been in combat at least once, Alexander, I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, remain vigilant. And I give you advantage on your next initiative roll.
Thank you. Thank you. Kind moonflower and new friend.
I still have the heart from Bard of Inspiration. Should that still be up?
You can keep that for 10 minutes.
And it has not yet been 10
In-game.
minutes.
So you're probably
Yay.
good.
We need to leave
All
the
right.
dog alone and clear the next room and move to the next floor of this house.
I'm coming
Yep.
back to the dog.
No,
Okay.
we're not coming back to the dog.
We're coming back
so
to the dog.
The dog has snuggled up inside of your coat. If you'd like to do a sleight of hand check, you could try to see if you could hide it.
Immediately, I'm running to sleight of hand. Okay, where is it? Down here?
No, it.
Holy moly.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I'm taking the dog.
Secret
What?
dog.
What dog? All right. So there are double doors up in this general location, or there.
Or are we going through that door down there? No,
Actually,
that's
I
where
won't
the
even
dog
have.
was.
I won't
Never
even
mind.
have to do it. I won't even have to do a roll because. Let's see, Dow. You do hear the sound of children's footsteps above you. However, you have reached the limit of how far the stairs on the circle balcony move.
So we're all the way up?
You are all the way up these circular stairs, but you know that there are 4 floors. You are on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Right.
Can I hear what's on the other side of this door?
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Sure.
There doesn't seem to be anything on the other side of those doors, but you do hear the sound, the same sound that Dow did of the creaking of the boards above you, that there are children moving
Okay.
and laughing.
Well, then it would appear we need to
Okay.
find another way up.
Yes, it would.
Yo, I'm really bad at this. I forgot to ask everyone. Can everyone see in the dark?
I cannot.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm able to see
Toshinori,
in the dark.
my apologies. You can now see in the dark.
Love that ability.
Badass.
It makes the dark vision ridiculous too.
Yeah. Also, you can
300
see.
feet.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
I
you
might-
can only see 300 feet though. So
up to a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier. So everybody, I do it to everybody. Now everybody can see 300 feet dark vision for the next hour.
for the next hour, should I just assume that everybody can see all the time now?
Really far? No, only for an hour.
Only for an hour. All right.
And
So
once a day. Yeah. But
All right.
but I can see 300 feet in the dark
All the time.
all the time. I can actually see better in the dark than I can in the light.
I love Twilight Darks.
Praise
not know that,
Sihanine
so-
Moonbow.
I will change that from having dimming. Okay. All right. So
Check this out.
Olivia,
There's a little guy on my screen. Sorry,
That's
I got
what
distracted.
secret cat. All right. So, Bruce, did you want to try to open that door in front of you? There's also a little bit down this hallway. There is a smaller door.
Small door. I saw
Yep.
that. Can I listen there?
Yes, you can hear the sound of water dripping. I'll just continue to use your last perception check.
I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Go in that one or go in the other one? I'm thinking the double doors.
Go ahead and pick.
All right, double doors it is. Selected and opened. Bursting from the double doors is a bunch of dust.
Okay.
And the double doors to the suite have dusty panels of stained glass set into them, so you were able to see a little bit. I should have, with the designs, strangely enough, of windmills. The dusty cobweb-filled bedroom has burgundy drapes covering the windows, furnishings that include a 4-post bed with embroidered curtains and a tattered gossamer veil, matching a pair of empty wardrobes. There's a vanity and a jewelry box that everything else in the entire room is covered in dust, but the jewelry box still looks polished. There's a padded chair and a rotted tiger skin rug that lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of labeled Gustav and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it. And as you've been moving around the room, it seems that their eyes follow you. A web-filled parlor is in the southwest corner. And there is a small balcony off on this side, for which there is a door. And it seems that outside the storm is getting worse because it is difficult to see much outside.
Okay, can I check out the music box?
The jewelry box?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and do you open it?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and do a
Do
perception
I roll
check.
for
Yep, go ahead and roll
perception
for
or
perception.
arcana? Okay.
If you wanted to find out if it was magic, you could roll for Arcana. If you just
Arcana.
wanted to take a look at it, you can. So with a 22 perception check, walking up to it, although it is polished, you check it out because of it doesn't seem to be trapped the way that that chest that you had found was, which is something that you were looking for. And then what is that? Oh, yes. Yeah, I can do that. And I will shorten it for you. The chest contains a gold. The box itself seems to be worth about 75 gold pieces and contains 3 gold rings that look to be about 25 gold pieces each, and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant.
Okay.
Topaz necklace. Sorry, I'm completely spaced out right now.
That's okay. Is that something that you would take, or is that something that you would leave inside the box?
Take it, we're broke. But
Yeah, I'll
also
take
don't
it.
take it.
All right, so you take it,
Yeah.
and
Can I put it on and do a
absolutely.
little spin? Is there a mirror?
There are no mirrors that are able to actually reflect inside. They're polished silver and quite corroded.
Okay, well I put it on and I do a spin and I ask everyone how I look. Does this look good? Do I look fancy? Do I look royal? Oh, get me a cup of tea. I say that. Oh, 7. I say that too. Get off your phone and listen to me. I'm being funny.
I
I'm being
mean,
funny.
it looks
I hear
it looks
it. I'm just trying to
okay.
look for.
It It looks valuable.
I'm a bit worried if you keep putting things on. Remember what happened last time we touched stuff?
No, it's
you know?
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't think so.
Dow, have you gone down inside this? Oh, actually, Dow, from where you're at, you are able to. You have now noticed that. Oh, you can't see that. This wall looks suspicious.
Yeah, okay. I'll move over to this wall and I'll move my hands along the wooden paneling.
And there is a trap door there, or a secret door there.
Nice.
That you are able to.
Yeah, I'll just call out to the party and I'll say, "Found it." There's.
On what?
And as you
Stairs.
are touching it, it does open up, and you are able to go up the stairs. Is everybody moving
Yay.
together or waiting for?
Oh,
Let's
he's going.
He's gone. Then we are gone. All right. So Dow would be up front.
Sorry.
Place him there and make sure that he's not inside of a wall. The ever plucky. Stop moving.
Sorry.
The ever plucky Bruise. Alexander moving up. Trying to. And Freya in the rear on top of other people. All right, Dow, go ahead and move up. And as you come into this area, there are a lot of different options. The first thing, though, that you notice is that the door directly to your front here has a padlock on it that is securing the door from, or it has a latch on it. Excuse me, just a simple latch, not with a padlock, just a latch that is keeping the door closed.
Like the latch is accessible from our side to open and
Yep.
close from our side.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that was also the direction of the house that you had heard the sound of children's feet.
Creepy. Okay. All right, everybody. There's a bunch of rooms up here, and one of them locks from the outside.
Are you all moving up? Yep.
This door right here locks from the outside. What do you think is
That's
locked
not
in there?
scary at all.
So I imagine whatever is in there is supposed to be kept in there by whatever is out here. And given what we found out here, that seems troublesome.
Yeah.
I dare you to knock on it. I dare you to knock on the door.
Glory does not need to be dared. We can just enter
Yeah.
the room and dispatch what is behind the door.
Yeah, I raise my eyebrow and I
Okay,
say,
I triple dog dare you.
"What an
Alexander, I triple
unnecessarily
dog dare you to knock
aggressive
on that door
wager!
right now.
The level of this wager is inappropriate.
He won't knock on it. He
You,
won't.
you don't have triple dog to give away. If you lose this bet, you don't even have a single dog."
I know that's true.
Step aside, I open the door.
And go ahead and do a strength check.
I am here.
Okay, that's my line.
He is here.
All right. So it does seem to be that latch is fairly rusted, but you are able to open it up. The first thing you notice opening up the door, you see in the center of the room two small skeletons that look like they are children. Scanning around the rest of the room, you do see two small beds and a chest there in that corner, and a dollhouse in this corner.
Come all the way in. Okay.
When looking down at the skeletons of the children, you notice that one of them appears to be clutching a small doll, and Dow, even from your position, I'm assuming that everybody's kind of peeking inside the room. you notice that
Yeah.
doll is similar to the one that a young child was holding outside.
Right.
What?
I'll like
Crazy theory.
I'll
They're
like bring
dead.
my hand all the way up to the doll, and then like right before I mindlessly touch the doll, I stop,
Okay,
and then I pull my hand away.
please don't touch Thorn's toys. He doesn't like it.
I will cast Divine Sense again, please, and thank you.
As your divine sense is starting to manifest, you notice that before the other player or other characters are able to see, there are two shapes that begin to manifest in the room. The two children that you had seen outside, however, the two children that you had seen outside seemed fairly normal, but these children are obviously ghostly manifestations of their living selves. And I didn't show you the picture of them in the beginning because who would trust these children for anything?
Ooh, snap.
So it was the taller one that had spoken about not touching Thorn's doll.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
I won't touch it. Don't worry about that. Where are you? What is up with what is going on? Dow just kind of like steps back and lets the rest of the party do something.
Whoa.
Yeah, Dow's just like,
Uh,
go.
So where are the children in the room? Can we see them?
Yes, the children are in the unoccupied spaces of the massive amount of people inside. They finally find a place that they can materialize fully, and are now
Okay.
standing in the middle of the room.
Can I talk to them?
Yes,
Okay, so it's Rose and Thorn.
I am Rose, and he is Thorn.
Okay. So is this your home?
This was our home, yes.
It was.
We-
Interesting.
We are dead, and she points down at the skeletons on the floor.
Oh, well, that's really interesting. What's that like?
Boring mostly, unless visitors come like you.
That sounds a lot
Most of the time.
lonely.
Why
Most
have
of
you
the time-
asked us here, children?
We have never met before.
Oh,
the physical
that's crazy.
manifestation of yourselves that we met out front would say differently.
That happens a lot.
And what happens after that?
Well, sometimes when the house invites guests, we hope that the guests will come and talk to us, but sometimes they fall down the stairs, or sometimes our nursemaid gets very, very vexed with them, and we never get a chance to see them. But we are glad to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says
And-
people fall down the stairs, and Dow just kind of like looks around, like, what?
Nobody around here fell down the stairs.
No way. So you guys are dead. That's
We would like to play. We don't get a chance to play with many people. Would you like to play? And Thorn gets excited and goes over to the dollhouse and starts to move around some of the people inside. They all seem to be standing around at the feast inside of the kitchen, and Thorn looks
Is the
up and says,
dollhouse set up like the house we're in?
"It is an exact
Yes.
representation, yes." But he also says, "We aren't usually invited when Mom and Dad have a feast and bring their friends, they say that we can't eat the meat. And Freya, you start to feel a gurgle inside your stomach.
Freya, throw up, please.
If I die right now, I'm gonna be so mad.
Freya can go ahead and do a Constitution saving throw right now.
I'll throw up.
Real quick, I got logged out and now I can't get my character sheet back up because I forget. So.
All right. So, would you like me to roll for you, or would you like to have another representative roll for you?
You can roll for me and then help me pull up my character sheet.
All right. So, with a 10.
Wait, I want someone else to roll for me.
Nope, that is not an option.
This is definitely the instance where a new computer would come in very handy, wouldn't you say, Nick?
That
No,
would be
I actually X'd
super
out on
handy.
my own. That was me. That
Elise,
that
Elise.
actually.
I'm still on
All
your
right.
side here, kid.
So,
Still on your
she is-
team.
So,
Bro
You
was
have-
there too.
you have felt hunger before, right? But it is like this pang of hunger that immediately starts to affect you, and whatever it was that you ate down there has, you no longer feel full. You now feel like you haven't eaten in 3 days, which you know what that feels like. And you take a point of exhaustion. A point of exhaustion is going
Bro
to be
ate rotten flesh.
Look at the pocket roll.
yes, with that. So with the
How do I pull my character sheet back up?
what's that?
Newspaper.
Yep, newspaper. Go to it. Yeah, so that just means that you have disadvantage on ability checks with that 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Can I play with the kids?
Yes. Go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, 19.
All right, with your 19 perception check, you start getting down there with Thorn and seeing his game. You notice that with it being an exact representation of the house, that it has things on there that you weren't even able to see. For example, secret doors and secret locations, like the one that you found in the library.
Yeah.
That is clearly depicted on there, and there also seems to be a secret staircase that goes all the way from the attic down to the basement.
Okay.
And you're in the attic now. And so
Okay.
in this vicinity over here, there is a spiral staircase that goes all the way down.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna turn to Thorn. Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
Go ahead.
You can go. You go.
Go ahead. You can go.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn to Thorn, and I'm gonna go. Okay. Well, this is really fun, but we're probably gonna have to get going soon. We'll come back. I just
Thorn stands up. No, you're not going to go. No, that's what
Okay,
happened
okay.
last time. No, when Mom said that she was going to come back and the nursemaid was going to come and see us, no one ever came back. And he starts to freak out. And Rose
Yeah.
steps up and says, "No one is going to go unless we get to come with you."
Okay, then come with us. That's fine.
No.
Yes. We don't
You're
know
with-
what kind of power they have. We have to let them come with us.
Thorn looks up at you and says, "You'll let me come with you?"
Yeah.
All right. So
did
Thorn-
did
Go
my
ahead, 1
divine
second.
sense trigger when I anything
yes,
when
so
I
you
cast
can
it?
tell you
like,
can tell
a
that they
while
are
ago?
you can tell that they are undead of the, just like they had said.
Okay.
But you do not get a detection of evil. They actually have the odor of being good. You're not getting anything fiendish
Just
or anything.
the only
malevolent.
stench is the stench of the undead, as opposed to the stench of evil, which are different.
Yep. And
Can
then,
I?
so yes, Bruce, you can have something happen to you for sure. Thorn steps inside you.
Huh?
Gross.
He steps inside me?
He does.
You can't
You
put
watch-
children inside yourself. That's
You watch
that's not okay.
as
not okay.
as Thorn passes into Bruce and
Okay.
and disappears inside of her.
Congratulations, you're now a meat puppet.
You don't
Okay, that's
feel
not good.
anything. You don't feel anything very different about you. You still have complete control of yourself. However, you do have you do have the idea that I have whispered to you.
You send that to me?
Okay.
No, I sent that to her. All right.
Why? So what do I do with that?
So you will need to act. So with the ghost of Thorn inside of you,
That's how I'm gonna act.
you that is yes.
Okay.
And Rose looks at all of you and says, and who will take me?
I'm just gonna try to step out of the room.
No, there will be no going. And Rose starts to move toward you, and
No, I
passes,
go back in the room.
and passes through Freya to try to reach out and stop you.
Nice.
As Thorn's hand goes inside of you, at least go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage due to your hunger pains, because you would love to have something inside of you. You're very hungry.
Okay, where's a wisdom saving throw?
Your wisdom saving throw is going to be
you
on
can't
the
say stuff like that
left-
about kids, dude.
left side.
Wow. Yeah.
Where is it?
Uh,
Help, where is it?
All right,
Oh,
so
is it wisdom?
wisdom,
You
yes.
click wisdom? Okay.
All right, with an
That's
18.
that's a straight wisdom's check. That's not a saving throw.
So yeah, don't click on the wisdom itself. Click on the saving throw section because you have a
Under-
+3 to
Where-
your wisdom. Which
Where's the
it
saving
still
Under
did.
proficiency bonus.
Okay, I see proficiency bonus. Oh, okay, got it.
All right. Okay, even better. All right.
Ooh!
Oh no, it's not better.
Oh, that's right. It was a disadvantage.
That's right. It is a disadvantage. So
It's
we're
the
going to go.
exact same.
It is the, but know that that's where you need to do your wisdom saving throws from now on. All right. But as the hand comes into you, you realize somebody has entered your personal space and you don't like people entering your personal space. And your spirit pushes back on Rose and she steps back. Please, just don't leave. I could tell when I was inside you, though, that you are hungry.
Girl,
We were
please
left-
back up. Back up.
We were left in here, and no one came to get us.
Come on, everybody.
And we
out
got
of-
hungry and cold.
Get
And
out
I
of the room.
tried to open the door. I tried everything that I could. When you look at the door, you can notice that there are nail marks on the door trying to
Oh.
scratch into
No.
it. I tried to save Thorn, but he went to sleep first, and I was alone. And I couldn't save him. You have to understand, I won't leave without my brother Thorn. I won't be left without him. I will come with you.
Okay, fine. But you cannot go into people. There's none of that anymore. No more going into people. You can come with separately.
That's how they're able to leave. That's the only way they're able to leave.
I don't think so then. It's a no from me.
It's a no. Oh, so we have a volunteer. All right.
That's fine with me.
All right. So Alex speaks up. She can hitch a ride with me. I will bring her to safety. It's okay. I am here. That's what he probably says. And she passes inside of him. I will let him know what his condition is. Bruce, you do feel the strong urge to take with you. You feel it a connection to the small bones that are on the floor.
Okay. I'll take them.
All right, so you collect up the bones of Thorn.
Hey, I'm back.
And
You hear me?
I can't.
All right. Well, I got the Macintosh pinwheel of death, and now I can't see my token, and I'm on the bottom floor.
Well, that is going to be
Sounds
a problem.
like you need a new computer. Something a new computer could solve.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Nick, man, if you could buy Matt a new computer.
Good Lord. All right. So Matt, I did put something in the chat for you.
I see that.
A little note.
I am, for some reason, also seeing these whispers.
Probably because I
FYI.
gave you some additional control in case there was issues with
Technical malfunctions.
people's
Okay.
sheets.
Just so
All right.
you know.
Good to go. So yeah, just it's not a huge secret. I could have put it out to everybody.
It's fine.
All right. So both Matt both
Let me
Bruce and
ask you this: Did
Yeah.
you send it to their username or their character name?
their
Here,
character
back.
name.
Okay, so if you send it to their username, I won't see it.
Because you're able to control their character.
Yeah, you gave me permissions for their character
Yep.
sheet to fix things, but I
Yep.
don't have their. Yeah,
Got it. Okay, sounds good. I will remember that for the future. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
we learned that at the same time.
All right. So Alex, are you able to? You're not able to.
I'm back. I'm good now.
You're good
yeah.
now. Okay.
By the way, while you were gone,
By the way, while you were gone, you successfully. Rose was able to step inside of you, and as soon as she steps inside of you, she says, "I want to warn you. There is a monster downstairs."
Just tell me where it is, and we will dispatch the monster. Hey
Mother
guys, there's a
says,
monster downstairs. The girl inside me said so.
Mother says we're not supposed to, but I am in charge, so tell everyone that they can follow you and we will go downstairs and I will show you exactly the way.
All right, follow me. We're going downstairs,
Where are we
Ted.
going?
Rose is going to show us where the monster is. So let's go.
All right.
That's what we came here to do. Let's complete this quest.
You would head into that room right there.
all right. I'm not in front. Alex is in front.
I am definitely in front.
I don't want to go.
Who doesn't
Wanna
want to
go?
go?
I don't want to. I don't want to go. I want to stay in here. I don't want to be by a monster.
Well, is it better to be by a monster
Or
or
by yourself?
to be by yourself? Because
I don't
every-
want to be by a
everyone else-
monster.
Well, your
I don't
sister's
want to be
coming
by a
with me.
monster.
Something's
Your sister's
off.
coming with me, so
Something's off.
I don't.
Yeah, these two are possessed by ghosts.
Yeah, but still.
They're meat puppets.
They're definitely not getting into the club.
I would say, Olivia, that the desire for Thorn to be with her sister would be similar to your desire to be with Freya, and so you would likely feel that pull to be by your sister's
Follow
side.
her.
Yep.
Okay.
And so you might treat Alexander a little bit like you treat Freya. or
Okay.
that she treats.
Don't worry, I will let no harm come to you.
All right,
Okay.
going into that room filled with cobwebs seems to be a storage room, and there is. Let's see.
I'm not. My screen's like black and white. I'm not able to move.
Probably because you're.
Possessed.
No, I accidentally. Don't worry, you're just on the map level. You should be, or the DM level. You should be able to. Oh nope,
What?
on the map level.
Mine's
All
like
right, try to move now.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, yeah, I've got a grayscale map underneath my green night vision now as well.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to.
Yeah, but like I can see everything, and I can also.
Yeah, because because of
I
now
okay.
granting you that.
Nice.
Let's see. There is
I knew there's a reason I liked having more stuff going on up here than just
near
one
that,
of me.
right there where you're at, Corbin or Corbus. There is an unlocked wooden trunk that you can see peeking out. It looks similar to the one that had treasure down in the in that secret room. However, it does not have a lock on it.
Hey Rose, what's in the trunk?
I don't know. I've
you
never
seen
been
that?
out of my room before. This is very exciting. Most people, when we ask them, they say no, and that makes me very vexed.
And you don't like to be vexed, do you?
No, that's my favorite word.
You just want to be free.
I would like to join my brother. My little brother, we haven't played with him in such a long time.
Do you know what
Mother
happened
used to
him?
get so angry every time we played. She didn't like him very much.
Why?
Why?
Mother said he had a big nose.
Like a big nose, like my big nose? No, I'm just kidding. My nose.
No, a big nose like our nursemaid, but I always thought she was cute. And so did Father.
Yee. All right, we're getting into some. Yeah, this is some the type of stuff.
Yikes.
Mom. Yeah. All right, good deal. Let's kill something. Is there something in here?
All
I
right,
can
so
dispatch?
yep, so you were able to.
This is awkward. Let me kill something.
So you were able to open up the doorway to the secret tunnel. And
Secret tunnels.
Secret tunnel.
I'm
through the
still stuck.
mountains.
I'm still stuck in the gray map. Also, I couldn't hear anything for a very long time.
My goodness,
I don't know where we're at or where we're going or what's happening.
Hold on one second. We're going to move to a different map, so it's okay.
We're headed to the first floor to dispatch a monster. Because
We are
that, by
Okay.
God, is what we're here to do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I think I'm going to need to adjust Alex again for. All right. And is everyone down in the dungeon able to move characters?
I can't see
I
anything.
can't see anything.
Nothing. Nothing is visible.
Same. You forgot to put us on that map again.
No. No,
Yes.
something else is nothing. Oh. I haven't updated the default tokens to actually include your night visions. Hold on.
Shame.
For now, you
Thank
can cheat and copy the tokens that were on the other map. paste them here.
Vision. Night vision. 60.
300.
300. All right. All right. Anybody that can't see right now, or everybody good to go?
Cannot.
I can't see. And I have night vision.
I got
vision or
nothing.
whatever.
Still dark.
Why are you not able to see?
Magical darkness.
It is not magical darkness.
Then we should be able to see. But we
I
can't.
know.
So it's magical.
Ah, good Lord. Let there be light.
Nice. I can see.
All right. So as you come down down these stairs, it was a winding stair, bring you all the way down into. You could feel yourself and see through slits that you had gone down all 4 levels and started to descend down into a underground crypt. You immediately notice that there is the sound of chanting that seems to echo through the catacombs of this lower level basement. There is a way to go to the north. There is a way to go to the south. To the east, there is a crypt. And you can see further down, it seems to be very maze-like.
Well, who wants to go? Toshinori, are you leading the way?
Yes, I believe I am.
Or now that we're here, does she not need to be the leader?
No, I'm
be
leading. I'm
Okay.
definitely leading.
Cool. Well, you go. We will follow.
Rose, where is the monster?
I've never been down here before, but I think that we should go, and I would like take a left to the east there, and I would like to see my parents. I believe that they told me that they were supposed to be buried down in here, and I believe they should be in this crypt here. And as you look at the crypt, you can see that there are labels for these 2 doors. On this door is the label of Gustav Durst. That's my father. And this one says Elizabeth Durst. That's my mother. Can you open those doors? You look very strong. I bet you can. Go ahead and do a strength saving throw or strength check if you would like to open up the crypts.
We can't hear her, right?
No.
You cannot.
So when she says, "My parents told me that they were buried over here," like we didn't hear that.
That they would be buried over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that could have got lost in context if I didn't translate that well enough. Yeah, fantastic.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna open these.
I would like them open now, please.
I get my shield and my weapon out.
Yeah, I just keep your shorts on, Rose. It's fine. All right, I will open. We'll start with, you know what? We'll start with Dad. We heard Mom was a little cantankerous.
Yeah, a ghost told me that
No,
you're
I ain't
crazy.
doing shit.
All right. You open it up, and there is a There is a coffin inside. However, the lid has been removed, and there is no body inside.
Your
The
dad's
sign
gone.
said vacancy.
You know what?
Sir.
This is the crypt of where my parents would be buried. I am supposed to be buried on the other side. Back the way that we came, that's where I'm supposed to be buried. Will you put me to rest? I know that you are a noble, good man who wants to do good things. So you should go and take my bones and put them into my crypt, and maybe I can finally sleep and I can play with my brother, and we can play together, and we can take care of our little brother, little Walter, who is so funny.
I'll relay that information to the party. I was like, that doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
It's either not a horrible idea or one of the worst ideas.
Yeah, I don't know either. So you know what? Might as well
Sounds-
keep the ghosts on our side. You know?
Sounds great. I think it
Unless
sounds
it's-
great.
Yeah.
We will do it the way that we know we should do it, Alexander. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Go and do what you know is right.
And I also know that my companions deserve a say in what is the goal of the party. And yes, we will do what you ask. Bruce, you coming? We got to go get some bodies.
Yeah.
I'm hustling back upstairs.
All right, so back in this area here, up in this way, there is 2 open crypts that do have labels on them for Roosevelt Durst and Thornbolt Durst.
And Fred.
And Fred.
There's no
Fred's
Fred.
Like the cat. No Fred?
There's no Fred.
Like the cat?
Dang.
Maybe Fred's the cat. All right, good. So I want to, we'll head back up. And you said the bones were upstairs in their room, correct?
Somebody grabbed them.
Bruce grabbed her bones, and you would have grabbed your bones too, but you were out of the chat at that time.
Okay,
But,
perfect.
she would have insisted that.
Upstairs.
All right, so in placing the bones back into those crypts, you feel the presence of Thorn come out and move into the skeletons. Bruce, you feel suddenly not as you feel that
Jesus
fear leave you.
Christ. That was mental, man. I don't know what happened to that child, but that was horrifying, okay? I felt like Zenitsu. You don't get that, but it makes sense to me. Dad, remember that episode of Demon Slayer where Zenitsu's walking around in that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
I absolutely do.
I actually felt that way too. Yeah, it's true.
All right, so without the aid of the children, which they wouldn't have been much help at all, you are now left to explore this area. It does seem as though there is that indistinct chanting that seems to be becoming more. Do a perception check.
Who?
Alexander, who's trying to lead out front.
No, never mind.
And Tom does a 22. So although it seems to be echoing all around, it does seem like the further south you go, there is going to that might be the location of where the chanting is coming from.
If there is evil to be dispatched, it will be in that direction, and in that direction I shall head. Onward to glory, friends.
All right, let's go.
All right. So in that room, it seems to be moldy human bones that lie strewn on the dirt floor.
Yummy.
And Freya, you get the idea that you smell something that smells familiar and now tastes familiar in your mouth.
Is it sulfur?
And it seems like if you bent down and picked up some of the rotting flesh and bones that are on the floor, you would have the same experience that you had in the dining room. These are humanoid bones and humanoid
You know,
decaying flesh that
I
strews the
already ate
floor.
it. It's too late.
It is. Bruce, now that you are no longer afraid, you are outstanding at being able to move around. You hear something on the other side of the wall that sounds like scraping the wall that you are at.
Okay.
And you also hear the sound of the chanting getting louder. You can start to make out some of the words. He is the ancient. He is the lad.
He is the lad. LAD.
The land.
Oh. Interesting. He is the land. What is he, Jesus? Is he the body of the bread? What is it? I don't know.
He said he wasn't a messiah in his letter, remember? He's just got his own religion or something, though.
Okay, well, it seems like he's copying a little bit. I'll share this with the group that they're chanting that.
All right.
He is the lad.
He's the land. That's what I
Oh.
thought. It sounds like that. I'm gonna get a drink.
For you, Dow, you notice the brick over there in the corner trying to hide himself against the stone of the wall and is attempting to move toward you.
What?
But you may not see it yet. Hold on one second.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
let's go ahead and roll. Have everybody roll initiative,
Go ahead and prompt the turn order.
please, and thank you. Let me
You should clear
first
it.
clear the turn order, and everybody can go ahead and start to roll.
There's a monster.
And do I still have advantage on this initiative roll from his
Yep.
vigilant blessing?
Yep.
And roll one more.
Oh, fine.
We'll take the 15.
It's an ugly ass monster.
All right, Frey, you are up first. As
Gee, Rick.
Dow notices it, your attention is called to it, and you are able to spot the Grick that is moving along the stone floor. What is your reaction?
Can I just, slash at it really hard?
Absolutely.
fear? Absolutely cool. Oh. JK.
All
I
right.
got too scared. I clicked it on
Yes.
accident.
A critical fail does not hit. Do you have any bonus actions that you're looking to take?
Can I try and take a double jab with my dagger now?
I would say that you are able to take you could take a stab with your bonus action, or you can lose it with the critical hit. And here in a second, you're going to roll we're going to do a D6, and on a 1, you're going to hit Dow accidentally. So
What?
or you can lose your bonus.
No.
If you lose your bonus, or you can decide just to lose your bonus action.
I'll lose my bonus action. I'll
All
lose
right.
it.
So with the critical fail, losing the bonus action or having the option of possibly hitting an ally, she has decided to forgo the bonus action. Did you have any movement that you wanted to do?
I think I will stay.
Staying in place. All right. Alex, what is your reaction?
Is that like a table or something that I'm standing next to there or something along those lines?
Yes.
All right. I do some kind of, super cool Dukes of Hazzard move over the table, land square in front of it as the maul comes off my back. And we'll take a swing.
When you said Dukes of Hazzard, for some reason, I imagined Alexander Toshinori in Daisy Duke shorts.
It is
All
now.
right.
That sounds
With
like
a-
something to work on with the AI art thing.
Bikini All Might.
With a 12, you do not hit. Do you want to take any bonus actions?
No, I do not. I don't believe I have any bonus actions as a level 1 paladin.
It does suck, doesn't it?
That's all right.
Depends on what
It will
spells you
come.
took. Oh, you don't have
None
He
yet.
doesn't get spells casting until.
Oh, wow.
So yes, my bonus action will be to stand there and say, "I am here." Whiff.
All right. Bruce, what do you got?
Wait a second. What just happened to the turn order?
Oh, I am sorry. Let's advance again. Bruce, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna. So what are we fighting exactly?
That
Grick.
is a Grick. Let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at it here.
Or as Morty would say, a G Rick.
What?
A G Rick. It's a Grick.
Oh man.
Oh man, oh G Rick.
Okay. What the?
Oh man,
that's
stone
what I should-
camouflage. There you go. Hand out.
There you go.
That's crazy. Okay.
You know when kids don't eat
Okay.
their vegetables, they turn into Gricks.
I'm
Can't
gonna.
confirm.
I don't know. Let me look at what I have. So, do they have any weaknesses?
Most things don't.
Just like me for real. Okay. I don't know. I'll just stab it.
There you go.
It is susceptible to stabbing.
Okay.
Death, my only weakness.
All right, with a 9, you do not stab it the way that you wanted to, but instead the dagger goes. You're put off by the general horrifying look of it, and
Yeah.
it snaps at you, and you recoil. All right, any bonus actions that you'd like to take?
Yeah. Is everyone's health okay currently?
There is only one wounded member of the party. He tripped and fell over a banister,
I'm okay.
but he seems to be
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Can I do vicious mockery? Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was gonna put it in chat.
Vicious mockery is going to be an action because it's a cantrip, so you wouldn't be able to do.
I
Vicious
thought cantrips were not actions.
They don't use spell slots.
Hey, can I do
Alright.
bardic inspiration?
You can do bardic inspiration.
Yippee!
All right,
Okay,
who
I'll
are
do
you?
that to Corbus.
All right, and
So,
what do you
who's
say to
next?
Corbus to inspire him?
I'll say you're really small, but you're really strong. So you should probably hurt him? I don't know.
All right, we will work on your bardic inspiration skills.
You know what?
Kill
You know
that
what?
motherfucker.
I
They're
know it's
lacking
late.
a little bit.
We're gonna wrap up with this turn order. So,
I'm
Kids about to
tired.
but the inspired Corvus has entered the fight. There is a Grick in front of you, and in this dungeon, it seems like everything seems to be crawling out of the floor and coming after you too. You can hear just sounds of scraping and grinding, and that ever chanting, distant. He is the ancient. He is the land. And what does Corvus do?
He reaches into the small pouch on his belt and pulls out a bolt. Don't actually need it for a spell component because it doesn't have material components, but for the flare.
He's the land.
And he misses.
Firebolt goes out.
Wait, you got 18?
Don't have advantage. I forgot to take the dog off. Remember, Tom, he has it set.
He's a
I
nightmare.
know. You do have inspiration though. You could add your inspiration, or do you want to hold it?
The bardic inspiration?
Yep.
I'm going to go with this thing. Probably has an AC higher than 12. Isn't
Probably.
first like early level bardic inspiration a D4?
It's a D6.
D6.
But on average, on a D6, average is 3.5. 8 plus 3.5 is basically 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna think its AC is a little higher than that. So I'll hold it.
All right, holding, and last up in the turn order we have Dow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the Grick and I'm gonna say, "Oh my God!" and I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at it. 16
And with
hit.
a 16, it does hit.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm just blasting. When I see a monster, I shoot it. And
Anyway, I
Dow
just started
just
blasting.
gathers that light and basically like gathers up a bunch of like a bundle of light in their hands, panicking kind of, and just kind of like throw it at the Grick. That's the
And
guiding
as
bolt.
it explodes with its radiant energy, it continues to radiate and glimmer, and would be easily attacked. It's going to go ahead and seize Alexander in front of it and goes for its multi-attack. First, it's going to attack with its tentacles and try to pull you in with its beak. Does a 16 hit? A 16 meets.
No. Meets.
So it hits.
And so it beats.
Oh, yeah, it does. Shit.
All right, so 9 slashing damage to Alexander. And then it pulls you in with its beak.
Oh.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
It does not. So you avoid the 8 piercing damage that would have taken you to the ground and caused you to lose 1 point of insanity or sanity.
Dang.
As the group reels from seeing the attack against Alexander, ghouls begin to. A ghoul enters this spot here, and the moaning sound of these ghouls is accompanied by the sound of what seems to be possibly other ghouls that are moving in behind it. And that is where we are going to end this turn or end this game.
God.
However, because of realizing how dire this situation is about to get, you feel yourself need to rally and to and call upon your deepest fucking capabilities, and you level up to level 2.
Woo.
And we'll be at level 2 the next time that we play.
Right now. Nice.
So, Alexander, you are going to be able to be at full hit points at level 2 when we come back.
My thought to that would be like I was planning on taking my action to lay on hands anyway, but perhaps by taking the action lay on hands, saying a prayer to the religious symbol given to me in the temple in town.
Instead of just laying on hands, you feel yourself become more deeply connected, and unlock additional powers on that as well. And Corbus is already, of course, flying through the character creation process.
Fucking right.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, so what am I supposed to do to level up?
In order to level up, that is a good question. So I will.
Press the anvil?
That is the anvil.
Yeah.
Do I press it?
Yes.
My character sheet will not load up.
So likely what that means is that you had it reduced in size and that it's there on the screen, but you're going to have to click on the, so like look for it kind of being that, like the band being kind of translucent, small.
No, I know that it's not there though. Like I have it open, and it's like just a white screen.
Oh, you have it clicked into a different window?
Yeah.
Is it like hover over the icon for your whatever browser you're using?
You'll have to, if it's gone blank, you'll have to restart or refresh Roll20 and go back into it.
Okay. I'll just do it after.
Exit out, come back in.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, dude. Hey, thanks, man. What a great game.
Yeah, awesome game.
Mhm.
All right. We will see you in 2 weeks.
Awesome. Thank you. See y'all.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.